What's up?
Your boy Colo Red.
Joffrey with a G.
Man, running the streets, man. We thought we was grown. You know what I mean? Trying to keep up with you. You know the big boys, man.
Man, wildin' out, bruh. Remember Top Lot?
Yes, sir.
Posting up.
Jet in, jet out.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, life, it was just great, man.
Family oriented.
Lynn Street.
You remember the smokestacks, bruh?
Blacktop, though, under the shelter. That's where it was at. Common ground, border.
What's up, bruh, man? What you got, man?
Man, well, I was just thinking, man. I was chilling with my homie in Atlanta, man. Shout out to him, man. He just graduated. He became a doctor, man.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, pretty dope, man. I want to talk about debt, man.
That's
if we can be, man.
That's a big subject, man. You know,
it's plaguing the community for real, right?
Right, man. I mean, let's just think about it right now. I mean, debt, it's a lot of people doing well right now, but at the same time, it's so many people. The majority is in debt.
Man, they look good.
They do look good.
A lot of people faking it till they make it, I guess.
I mean, that and too, man, that's kind of the age that we live in. We live in the age of materialism. You know, it's real big. So people, you know, and I can't speak for everybody, but I know I like things, you know, and you spend a lot of money on the things, and then next thing you know your living situation, you still got to pay for it,
man. And that, and them bills, like your everyday living bills, do not stop.
They don't,
so it's
bro.
like once you start buying extra, and I can get that. I only need it for an hour, but I'm gonna buy it anyway.
Right.
And then it collect dust after the fact. You know what I mean? I want to say I'm a victim of that. You know, I buy stuff because I can, and I necessarily don't need it, really.
I mean, and if you think about it, bro, everything that people in general, myself included, have went in debt for, all those name brands, all those things, they're millionaires and billionaires.
Man, yeah, you make them.
Yeah, you make them rich. The thing is, I would say when it come to debt, is to pretty much stop digging. That's how I look at it. Right now, man, I'm on that money makeover mindset.
Okay, explain to me and the people. I know we just talked about it.
Right. So that's kind of Dave Ramsey's concept. If you don't have his book, I can throw that out there. It's Dave Ramsey Money Makeover, man. You grab that book, you read it, you know, I think you'll get the basic concept. One thing that I took from it was the snowball effect. So if you in debt right now and you tired of being in debt, all you gotta do is just stop digging, man. That's the main thing. Cause you know, when you in a hole, you try to figure out why you so deep in, right?
Right.
Most of the time we keep on digging that hole. So once you stop digging, and you gotta trim, you gotta start trimming some things you don't need, and just start eliminating debt. You can start with the smallest debt, cause the thing is, you need some wins, cause when you in debt, you losing, right? So when you losing, you kind of get used to losing. So in order to get out of debt, you need to start getting some wins. So first pay off that $50 debt or that $100 debt. Then next, maybe you go for the $500 or the $1,000 debt. So you just keep attacking the smallest to the largest debt. And eventually you pay your mortgage off. If your car too expensive, get rid of your car.
Right. I followed this guy on Instagram. and follow him on YouTube as well. But he spoke on that. I get his name earlier, but I'll let you go ahead and keep explaining. But he just spoke on those high car payments and stuff like that. He was like, man, get rid of all of that, man. Like, it's unnecessary.
Yeah.
And this is going to keep you I don't want to say it's designed to keep you in a hole, but pretty much you designed yourself to keep yourself in a hole because you did it to yourself.
Right, ultimately. That's true.
Like, if you knew that, first of all, you knew you couldn't afford it. And then secondly, after you got it, you know you couldn't afford the debt.
Exactly.
Being the interest.
Yep.
That high interest. So your credit worthiness or whatever that got you that number was proof enough that you couldn't afford it.
Yeah, exactly.
But go ahead and talk about it. I get the guys.
So I could speak on my experience, man. So that book is not that old, but it's not a new book as well. So I kind of been on it for a few years now and really didn't take it serious until maybe 2020 during the COVID shutdown.
Okay.
And while everybody else was kind of spinning away, enjoying themselves, I was like, yo, I want to pay my debts off. I'm going to just go ahead and do it. So in 2020, I paid off it's like $32,000 in debt, right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I literally.
That take a humble mindset to do that.
I just had to be broke for a couple weeks and months, you know?
I mean, like $30,000, paying off $30,000 debt when I can just get a $30,000 car just to look like I got money.
And best believe I thought about that.
Get a designer belt, some designer shoes to make it look like I got money.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. Man.
And so we paid off a car, paid off like student loans. Anyway, it was all like 30-some grand, right? It was a little more than 32, but
right.
The point is I paid that off. You fast forward to 2022 and I doubled that money. Like, it's almost as if I didn't lose it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now I have money to invest. Before I didn't have any money to invest because I was paying so much debt, and it seemed like no matter how much I worked to pay the debt, I was getting further in debt. It's like couldn't get out until I just took that lump sum of money and said, "F it, man. I'm just gonna be losing for a little bit." But even though I felt like I was losing, I was winning though. You know? Yeah. So
I mean, even when you're paying off your I'm a victim of that, or like credit cards, and it's like, I'm gonna pay the minimum. And then I just put it in my mind that it's my personal, I just look at it as my personal banking account.
Right.
Right. So paying it back is still my money. I mean, it may not be my checking account, my savings account money per se, but it's still my own little mini bank account.
It is.
So if I got a $5,000 limit, $10,000 limit, why would I cheat myself paying the minimum and then letting that interest, when I can just like, you know what, let me overpay. Let me pay $500 a month. And it's not $500 losing, but that was my mindset. Like, that's $500 I'm losing. But it's like, no, I'm just adding on to my mini bank account. If it make, I don't know the proper how to put it, but it's my money to use again.
Exactly.
So why I'm gonna pay the minimum to keep that high negative balance? So then it's like I just trained myself, and then it's like I had like $5,000 in a hole on a credit card.
Yeah,
ate it off,
and that's good.
And that's my money.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, and it's like, I use one credit card right now, and that's my miles card. That's it.
Yeah.
Out of all the credit cards, that's the only one. And I get free flights.
Right.
And then all I'm doing is just using the money I would have used with my debit card.
Right.
So, but other than that, man, I'm not running up my credit anymore because it's time to win, y'all. Let's get out of debt. Let's be financially free. And
big facts.
And that's the only way to get it. For all your dreams, of being successful, you gotta stop thinking debt. You gotta start thinking invest. And the only way to invest, sometimes people do go in debt to invest, and that's fine too, I guess. If it's gonna pay you money,
Right, like a house or something,
yeah,
right?
yeah. People buy property to build up their portfolio or whatever.
Right.
But if you buy a house and it's underwater when you buy it, and even if you get rent for it and you're still paying out of pocket, that's not a good investment.
Right.
So just because you buying properties don't mean they're good investments. You make your money when you buy it. So that's with anything, whether you buy a business, you buy a house, that could be potentially in your business because you rent it out. But you gotta make money when you buy, even if you only making, when everything is paid, $50 a door.
Okay.
That's still $50 in your pocket. You're not paying $50. Because a lot of people, if you let them explain to you the truth about when they renting out houses and stuff,
Right.
that they come out losing every month. They really not getting the money they say they getting.
Like a deep, dirty secret.
Right. Because you got to understand.
Okay. Not to cut you off, but I
Yeah.
was just scrolling and I found a guy who I follow on YouTube. His name is Richard Fain.
Okay.
I think he's a financial investment person. I can't think of the title, but he's into finance.
Like a financial advisor.
Yeah, financial advisor. He's really heavy off into that. He's talking about investments, get rid of that car,
Yeah.
all those liabilities that really don't amount to nothing, and get yourself out of debt. And then he talks about, investing in stock.
Yeah.
Stock trades and stuff. He talk about. Because I took some notes.
Like
down.
paper assets you got. And you have your paper assets, and you also have your physical assets like real estate.
Mm-hmm.
You got your intellectual property. It's stuff you can get into once you start saving your money and investing your money. Now your financial education is beginning. As
Right.
long as you are in debt, all you know is debt. It took me a long time to get out the hole, bro. And
I can imagine, man. Yeah, he
and-
talk about, of course, investing in the S&P 500.
yeah,
Not sure about that. I mean, not sure about it. Like, I
the
just
Standard
don't
and
know
Poor,
about it.
Standard and Poor.
Right.
Yeah.
So he talk about that a lot, and then talking about whatever you have. Say you have, just throwing it out there, $10,000 to invest.
Yeah.
You may want to do half, 50%, in this investment right here that you just feel strongly about.
Yeah.
He just kind of break it down. Investing like 30% in this, basically not putting all your eggs in one basket, in crypto. He's into crypto. He really talks about Tesla, and he invests like 10% in crypto, and then another 10 into Tesla, and that's his, his 100%.
Right.
Whatever he got 10,000, that's how he break his 10,000 down in percentages to investments.
Yeah.
So he talk a lot. You'll really have to follow him on YouTube,
And
follow him on Instagram,
that's good.
man. And
that's good.
it's like, wow, he give you the game. He
Like,
give you the game.
Right now, I'm 100% invested in stock. But the Fang guy is correct though. I mean, you have stock, you have your EFTs, you have your crypto, and then you have your mutual funds. So I do have some in a mutual fund, my IRA or whatever. So, it's just certain things, man. I didn't realize that I was financially savvy until like a financial advisor was telling me like, you in good shape.
Oh wow.
And then I was like, huh? It was like, you need more insurance though. So then it was like, I'm like maybe a 800,000 life insurance policy or something like that. Almost $1 million.
Yeah.
I think I can raise it at any time, which that's another thing you need to do when it comes to getting out of debt. A lot of people, when they pass away, they leave their family members debt.
Man,
That's not a good look.
yeah, that's a chain that needs to be broken too as well
I agree.
in our community.
Yeah.
And I had somebody speak on, well, not somebody I know, but it was an actual white guy. He made a video. I don't know if it was a TikTok video or Facebook or Instagram. Can't think of what platform, but he was just saying that what he wished black folks would do. And that was what he said is invest in life insurance.
Yeah. That's for real.
Like,
man.
give your family a break. If you pass, it's the inevitable. Like, it's going to happen. You know, I know we don't like to think about it, and we say it's a waste of time while we living because I'm young, nothing's going to happen to me until it happened. And then now you have a GoFundMe because you don't have life insurance.
And it's like, why though? All that money you been making all your life, spending and blowing, and you ain't got none, and you gotta raise money to bury you.
None. Yeah.
It's like, why? And then everybody in your family, none of them got a dime to give to it. I mean, because it's like everybody just they living for the now, and it's nothing wrong with living for the now. It really isn't. But just don't complain about the debt if you love being in debt.
Right.
Just be in debt. But if you want out of debt, all I'm saying today, stop digging the hole. Because if you keep digging, it's only gonna get deeper.
Yeah. Then you're gonna hit rock bottom.
Yeah. and you're gonna be waiting for somebody to put a ladder down there because you can't
too
jump
deep.
out. Yeah, you can't jump out no more. So it's like, shoot, can't crawl out, can't jump out.
We don't have no ladders that deep.
Man.
You know, so, and I was like, wow, that's real. I mean, there's a guy who I'm friends with on Facebook. I mean, he sells insurance and he talks about it a lot. You know, he'll put testimonials out there like, you know, this person had this insurance plan. You know, whether they pass or somebody else, then it's like, you know, they cut the check. You know, that financial freedom behind that. Then the other story, like, you know, this happened, they didn't have insurance, and now they're trying to raise money, like you said, for funeral costs, you know, and you know, just a lot of turmoil that comes with it.
It's Joffrey with a G.
And it's your boy Face.
Face cat, freaked another one.